Very good morning and warm welcome to my dear children. Welcome to Digital Learning. To begin with, subject English, lesson number 2, why English is so hard. First, let me recite this poem for you. Why English is so hard. We'll begin with a box and the plural is boxes. But the plural of ox should be oxen, not oxes. You may find a lone mouse or a whole lot of mice, but the plural of house is houses, not highs. If the plural of man is always men, why shouldn't the plural of pan be called pen? And I speak of a foot and you show me your feet. But I give you a boot, would a pair be called beat? That one may be that, and three may be those, yet the plural of hat would never be hose. The masculine pronouns are he, his, and him. But imagine the feminine she, shiz, and shim. So, our English, I think you will all agree, is the trickiest language you ever did see. Dear children, this poem shows us that how English language is tricky. In this, the poet, when we began with the poet asked us question why English is so difficult language, and then he started with a topic of plural and singular. My dear children, here I would like to tell you that pronunciation of plural is plural as well as plural. Both the pronunciation is considered right. There is no any issue in that. So here he started with plurals, okay, and he started comparing different kind of plurals. Then at the second in the second last paragraph, he spoke about masculine and feminine gender. And the poet concluded by saying that everyone will agree that English is the trickiest language that one has ever come across. And he has left many question marks in front of us. So, this was overall view of this poem. Now, we will study poem paragraph wise according to the verses. So let's see what poet tries to see in first verse. The first verse is will begin with a box and the plural is boxes. But the plural of ox should be oxen, not oxes. Now, my dear children, we have already studied about singular and plurals. In that, we have learned various kind of rules, how to change singulars to plurals and plurals to singulars. There are certain rules which we follow when we change singular to plural and plural to singular. So, the first rule says that if it is and let's see the example of box and boxes. In this, it is said that box, when it is ending with x, we have to add es to that. So, box becomes many boxes. One single box and many boxes. But when it comes to ox, then why the plural is not oxes? Why the plural is oxen? This is the question raised by poet. Now next verse is, you may find a lone mouse or a whole lot of mice. But the plural of a house is houses, not highs. Now here you may find a is alone is separate and lone is separate. So my dear children, here lone means alone. Okay. So one single mouse and many mice. But one house, many houses. Then why it should not be highs? According to the ending of mouse and house. When it is one mouse, there are many mice. When it is one house, many houses. We add es to it. Then poet is asking why we don't write plural as highs. If the plural of man is always men, why shouldn't the plural of pan is called pen? Now, he is raising another question that one man and many men. So, at the center, the vowels we are changing to A to E. Okay. But when it is pan, why we are not changing it to pen? Why the plural form of pan is not pen? Isn't it funny, my dear children? These are the various questions raised by poet. And I speak of a foot, and you show me your feet. But I give you a boot. Would a pair be called feet? Now, when you compare foot, means one leg is 1 foot and 2 leg becomes feet. So, why not boot is called beat? A pair of boot is called beat. Next, that one may be that and three may be those, yet the plural of hat would never be hose. Now, when it is only one thing, we use that for it. And if it is more than one, then we use those. For example, that hat. And if it is many, those hats. Yes? So, why not for hat we use hose as a plural? The masculine pronouns are he, his and him. But imagine the feminine she, his and shim. Dear children, now he has jumped to a gender. Here masculine and feminine gender. I am sure you all are aware what masculine and feminine gender is. So, according to masculine gender, these are the pronouns which we use, he, his and him. But for feminine gender, we use she, but not shiz and shim. Why is it so? So, our English, I think, you will all agree, is the trickiest language you ever did see. Now, dear children, here at last he is raising this question. He says that plural of box is boxes, ox, not oxen, oxes, but it is oxen. A single mouse is mouse and many are mice. He gave many examples to prove that English is trickiest language. He compared with their genders also. And at the last, he concludes that I think it is a tricky language that one has ever come across. So, dear children, this was a short poem saying English is a trickiest language. I hope you all have enjoyed the poem and understood it. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.